Number 1 Thomas fan videos are 100% AI free. We support human artists on this channel. If you enjoy the content on this channel, consider supporting the Patreon for as little as $3 a month. Thank you! We talk a lot about Thomas on this channel. It's not too surprising. His name and face are slapped on the channel banner, channel icon, channel name, and channel watermark. But let's take the time to talk about someone else for this video. For this video, we're going to talk about someone who's been around for decades. Someone who's charmed generations. He's big, he's red, you read the title of this video. Let's talk James. What's there to say about James that hasn't already been said? James is a mixed traffic engine who has been part of the Thomas universe as long as Thomas himself. Introduced in the same book as our little blue star, Railway Series Book Number 2, Thomas the Tank Engine, originally published in 1946. James is introduced in the book's 4th story, Thomas and the Breakdown Train, where he comes flying through with his brakes on fire and crashes into a cow field. Thomas brings the breakdown train to save him, and the Fat Controller calls him a really useful engine and awards him with his own branch line. James would follow up that smashing debut with his own spotlight book, James the Red Engine, published in 1948. James would make his debut in the television series in the first series, appearing throughout the first 6 episodes but making his proper debut in the 7th, quickly going on to establish him as one of the series' core main characters for many years to come. He even stuck around into the All Engines Go reboot in 2021. Something I've noticed about James over the years, alongside Thomas and Percy, is that the three all seem to have one particular episode they're associated the most with in merchandise. Thomas's appears to be Thomas the Jet Engine from Series 6, Percy's appears to be Percy's Chocolate Crunch from the same series as Jet Engine, and James's is Buzz Buzz from Series 3. Let's acknowledge the elephant-sized bee in the room. Buzz Buzz, or James Goes Buzz Buzz as it's titled in North American releases, is the 17th episode of the 3rd series, and the 69th episode of the series overall, first airing on Children's ITV on May 12th of 1992. The episode would then proceed to get a butt-ton of merchandise. Now in my personal opinion, I don't get it. What is it about this episode in particular that just screams classic James? From where I'm standing, this episode is not top 3 classic Thomas episodes, never mind top 3 James episodes. Clearly I'm in the minority thinking this though. Look at the videotapes it's been on. It's on both the US and UK releases of the Best of James, and it's included on the UK exclusive The Very Best of Thomas and Friends videotape. In the US, it's even the headlining story of its own ding-dang tape. What is the core appeal of this episode? Why is it so merchandised? Why is it so popular? Is it because of that guy?
Boko! Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier.
This might be me just coming from being a Wooden Railway fan, but from what I can fathom at least, a big part of this episode's marketing before he was deemed a completely unmarketable character is Boko being in it. Of all characters, Boko the Big Diesel. He doesn't even really do anything particularly interesting in this episode. He just tells James, "Oh, be careful of the beast, it might sting you." And James goes, "Oh, the tish tosh," and then that's it. That's about all he does. What makes Boko's appearance in this episode in particular more special than the other episodes he appears in? This is different in the book version, but Boko serves no real plot relevance in the TV version. But Wooden Railway really did not give a crap, as in 1999 this was the only way to get him after his discontinuation in 96. Is this episode fondly remembered because of this creature? So in the episode, the bee that stings James is anthropomorphic. It has humanoid arms, humanoid legs, a more humanoid face. Why is it anthropomorphic? I don't know. Is it Charmy Bee? Charmy Bee's cousin? Tell me, Charmy! The editing of this episode also just takes a nosedive when this bee is on screen. I don't exactly blame the crew here, considering the show is filmed in live action, and having to composite in the cell animated bee probably wasn't all that easy. But it's pretty clear that they just resort to picture frames of the scene once the bee is on screen, and it doesn't exactly work, and it looks really bad. As far as I'm aware, Buzz Buzz is the only episode of Thomas to use cell animation, as the bee swarm is also cell animated. Now this is the part where I, a PNG of a cartoon dog with glasses on the internet who's not very well versed in the Railway series, complains about this episode for being inaccurate to its book counterpart. Enjoy my rambling. Buzz Buzz is the second story of the 21st book of the Railway series, Mainline Engines, from 1966. In the TV version of the episode, all hell breaks loose, James gets stung, and often leaves his coaches behind. The plot thread of the Express getting left behind is unresolved. Instead, very funny haha gag montage. In the book version, on the other hand, the plot thread is followed up on. James leaves his coaches behind, and Boko comes and takes the coaches for him. This is supposed to represent the start of Boko proving himself to the steam engines, and showing that diesels aren't all bad. Then again, if the TV series did follow up on this plot point, and have diesels be redeemed in the eyes of the steam engines, I'm pretty sure that would create a lot more complaints than anything else, because they guaranteed 100% would have walked back on it. It's no secret that later on in the show, the Steamies vs. Diesels marketing gimmick became one of the main cornerstone marketing points of the Thomas franchise, being used as the main plot point for not one, but two specials. Both being equally terrible, if I'm honest. Call me a killjoy, but the actions of the latter half of the show kind of brings Boko's existence in the television timeline into question for me. He kinda just retroactively feels like one of the first of many pointless characters in this franchise to come. He doesn't bridge the gap between Steamies and Diesels because we need to keep that conflict for marketing reasons, and he serves as a parental figure for Bill and Ben, but Edward already serves that purpose just fine. Now don't get it twisted, I don't hate Boko or anything. I just think that the television series completely squandered him. I also understand why, from a behind-the-scenes reason, they couldn't have Boko pulling the Express. From what I understand, his prop was rather feeble and couldn't pull that many heavy things. But it's still rather upsetting to wonder what could have been. And Boko will be subsequently written out of the series following Series 5. As for James in this episode, yeah, he's just his typical self. Cocky, fiery, stubborn, vain, irritable. He's James. You know how it goes. He's not really a problem in this episode. He's just being him. This is probably a very unpopular opinion, but when it comes to Series 3 James episodes, I think I prefer No Joke for James over Buzz Buzz. There's just something about it that feels more special than it. I feel like this is a very important cornerstone episode for James, and sort of defined his character going forward in the television series. Either way, Buzz Buzz will forever be an it exists sort of episode for me. It's not one of the worst episodes to exist, it's far from one of the best ones to exist. It's just in the middle. I mean, look on the bright side. It's better than any episode that Series 10 gave us. Please don't make me talk about Series 10. But what do you guys think about Buzz Buzz? Is it one of your favorite episodes? One of your least favorites? Why or why not? Tell me in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for any and all future videos coming soon. We'll be happy to have you join the audience, and make sure to support me on Patreon for as little as $3 a month. Link in the description and channel bio. Every cent counts. So long, and I'll see you next time.